Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a lot of stuff to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We've got some new updates about raid events. They've finally been fixed. They're going to be coming back very soon. We have some big Pokemon Go updates, Nintendo Direct stuff, and then also some DLC information to get into as well. There's a lot of stuff to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video. Really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's go over the latest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet updates. It's all about the raid events. They are back. We've not had them for a few weeks now, but HDvee has tweeted out saying, HDvee update, the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet Terra Raid battle events featuring Chestnut, Great Tusk, and Iron Shreds have been rescheduled. It runs from the 16th of June through to the 18th of June 2023. So unfortunately that's not this weekend coming up, it's the weekend after. I don't know why it took so long for them to fix it, but luckily it's finally back. And then after this it should be 2 weeks of Delphox raids. That's what was leaked in the Pokemon Home schedule. And then after that it should be 2 weeks of Rillaboom raids. And then who knows what we're going to have in the 7-star raids. I'm hoping it's going to be like some of the DLC starters that might be back, like the Johto starters or the Generation 4 starters or 5 starters or whatever. Or it could be like legendary raids, who knows. Hopefully we get some sort of compensation for this, like maybe a shiny raid or something, or more Paradox raids in the near future, just because it has been quite bad from Pokemon. And not just with this as well, obviously, like with the whole Pokemon Home situation, like there's been quite a few things that people have been kind of annoyed at Pokemon about, and this is just one of them. So it's now kind of all been fixed. Again, it's not happening this weekend, it's the weekend after. And yeah, obviously it's the second week of Chestnut, really. We've already had the first week way back when, and then it all kind of went bad. But the raid events are back, and hopefully we can get something really good soon. I was kind of thinking they were just going to keep it for like the Pokemon Presents and then just drop some like new raid events during that. But unfortunately, that's not the case. I mean, they could still do that. There's nothing as to why they couldn't do it. They obviously did it with the Pokemon, the last Pokemon Presents with like the Pikachu and the 7-star. But yeah, hopefully they do something like that again. But either way, those are the raid events that are now back in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Moving on, we have some big Pokemon Go updates to take a look at. So HDvee update, Pokemon Go Fest 2023 details have been announced. Adds Diancie to the game and has regional exclusives at live events such as Sigilyph. So this is all the information about it. So this was tweeted out by PokeExperto. So Pokemon Go Fest information, 4 habitats. So we've got the Quartz Terrarium, the Pyrite Sands, the Malachite Wild Nature, and the Aquamarine Coast. We have Quartz Terrarium, Quartz Crown Pikachu, Heracross, East Sea Shellos. Yeah, we've got the Pyrite Sands, Baneri, Pyrite Crown Pikachu, Trapinch, Gibble, Joltik. Wild Nature, Malachite, we've got Malachite Crown Pikachu, Roselia, Oranguru. And then Aqua Coast, we have the Aqua Crown Pikachu, Marill, West Sea Shellos, and Gumi. All Pokemon are out again on Sunday, but together. And then as well as that, we have extra information here for it, saying 1 hour lures. We have the thematic research tasks, 20 remote raids per day, surprise encounters, payment additions. I don't know, I'm guessing that's just some more payment things you have to do. Global challenge every hour, Diancie special investigation, which is obviously quite a big one. Incense in each habitat. We've got Growlithe, Hisuian, Pawniard, Carnivine, Pachirisu, Unknown, and then also increased chance of shiny Pokemon, which is always good. 6 special trades per day, collection challenge of each habitat, 9 free raid passes per day, so that's pretty cool, and then special 7-kilometer eggs. So that is the Diancie special research Pokemon coming up for Pokemon Go, which is obviously really cool. We also have Soul Silver Art talking about this as well, saying I wonder, because there's still a lot of kind of talk about Diancie and Carbink with Terrapagos and the new Terrapagos form, or whatever we're going to call it. This was Soul Silver Art tweeting out a while ago saying why is Carbink the only non-legendary Pokemon, non-Hisuian Pokemon available through the Pokemon Home update? I'll probably die a gruesome death on this hill, but at the very least it could just be hinting to us that the relationship between baby Terrapagos and Terrapagos could be the same as the relationship between Carbink and Diancie. They're also both suspiciously covered in gemstones. It could be a lot more than this too. Maybe it gets a regional fate because many other regional fates have their original forms in Scarlet and Violet as well, or maybe it's something else entirely. Either way, it's so funny to have all these legendaries and then Carbink. I think that's actually regional forms instead of regional fakes. But yeah, that was the kind of weird thing, was the fact that we were getting all these Pokemon in the Pokemon Home update, like Pokemon you'd expect to see, and then just Carbink. And then in Soul Silver also quote retweeting this, saying I wonder. So again, it could be adding something towards the whole Terapagos thing, I think it's very unlikely. I think it's just the Pokemon that they're going with. But yeah, either way, that's all the kind of Pokemon Go stuff. Next up, Nintendo Direct information. So obviously, they've not dropped anything, but this isn't like the best news for a potential Nintendo Direct. So if you weren't aware, they basically just dropped this like new trailer for Pikmin 4, and also I don't know if the release date was already given or not, but either way they dropped like a new trailer with like new kind of customization and stuff, stuff that you'd find in like a Nintendo Direct. So we have Pori here basically saying, yeah, they are out here tweeting trailers for games, probably no Nintendo Direct soon then. So basically, why is this bad for a Nintendo Direct? Well, because we actually went over a Nintendo Direct rumor not too long ago, and they basically said there was just going to be a series of tweets and like videos on YouTube and stuff about upcoming Nintendo games instead of a Nintendo Direct, and that seems to be the case. We've just been given this Pikmin 4 trailer, and I could see us getting more trailers for more games throughout the next couple of weeks instead of a June Nintendo Direct, which again we were obviously expecting, because we were going to get one at E3, but obviously E3 got cancelled and stuff. But I think this is just more because of all the big games being saved for the next Nintendo console. So it could still happen. We could still get a Nintendo Direct, but it is unlikely with them now dropping trailers that you'd expect to see in a Nintendo Direct. So that's why it's quite bad for a Nintendo Direct. But yeah, that's just kind of what I wanted to go over today for it. It doesn't affect Pokemon. Obviously, we'll still hopefully be getting a Pokemon Presents soon, hopefully this month. But in everything regards to Nintendo, yeah, it's probably the next one we're going to get might be revealing like the new console or something. We'll have to wait and see. We also have a couple of other theories to go over for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Soul Silver here saying, did you know that there are 18 plates on Terapagos' shell, and that in behind the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero logo, there's also 18 hexagons, naturally representing those same 18 plates on Terapagos' shell. So yeah, these are the hexagons that he's talking about here, and then of course these are the types. However, they're in a different shape, but I believe that this heavily hints to Terapagos getting a final / new form. They seem to be the shape of the terrestrial symbol, or in the shape of light shining out from a hexagonal crystal. Either way, to me it this points to the typical second form of the third legendary, and I'm excited. Thanks to Kip for making this image of Terapagos' shell. So yeah, I'm still kind of behind the idea that we are going to get a third form for Terapagos. I don't know if the baby Terapagos is another form of it, or if it's just going to be like a Manaphy Fion situation, or it's going to be a Carbon Diancie situation, or something like that. But I do think Terapagos is going to have another form. I think that could either be a Terra form, or it could just be like an actual other form. Like we have the two Giratina forms, we have like the two Dialga forms, Palkia forms, whatever. Maybe it needs a certain item to get this other form. That's usually the case with certain legendaries and mythicals. But yeah, I'm very much behind the idea that we are going to get another Terapagos form. And then also finishing things off, this is about the other 3 Pokemon in the Teal mass. So one thing I absolutely love about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and its DLC is how many mysteries are left unsolved. One big one is, what are these items that the heroes of Kitakami all wear? These items are all the same color and general shape, so they must connect the 3 heroes together in some way, and maybe even connect them to Ogerpon. What do you think that these items could be? I've heard many theories, and I'm starting to think the most obvious and prominent theory is the correct one. But we also have, we have Soul Silver also saying they also have this pink / purple color on their actual bodies too. Colors usually refer to different types, so I'm wondering if it's all connected. But then we also have Oizy's Games, I hope I pronounced that right. I know I recognize that symbol. I'm pretty sure Roy wears it on his shirt. It's not exactly the same since his symbol is supposed to be an R, but it's close. So yeah, that again could be a little bit of inspiration for the anime. It seems that the DLC could be connected to the anime in different ways. Obviously, we've had the baby Terapagos and stuff like that. So wouldn't be surprised if, you know, there is something about Ogerpon in the anime. Probably not soon, but at some point, and it might connect to Roy or something like that. Just a couple of little theories and stuff to go over for Terapagos and the other Pokemon. But yeah, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500. Leave a comment with your thoughts on everything we covered in today's video. Your thoughts on the raids returning, your thoughts on the whole Diancie situation. Then also, do you think we're not going to get a Nintendo Direct now? Do you think they are just going to drop these trailers and stuff? Again, that's what the rumors were stating from the people that like know what they're talking about. They were just saying they were just going to get a bunch of trailers in June, and that seems to be kicking things off with Pikmin. So yeah, if we do get like new trailers for like other Nintendo games on the horizon, it's not looking likely for a Nintendo Direct, unfortunately, until the fall, September most likely. But yeah, that's going to be everything from me. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.